Now I have everything back up. Sorry for the multiple notifications again. Let's let this play for a little while. Everything's on there. Everything's fine on there. So we'll let it go for a little bit and see if that fixes the issue. Hopefully it does. Hopefully I figured out the problem and I can work on finding a better solution later. Okay. Doesn't look like I'm having any problems. Looks like both the streams are running fine. Pick is almost repaired. That's good. Hey, we got a potato. Before. Oh yeah, I did. I was gonna say I had a village upstairs. Pretty sure I had potatoes. We got the copper for the experience game. I don't have any desire to use copper. I would like to get to level 30 just to throw an enchant on our shovel before we go do more digging. We're not far away. 51. Let's go. Shouldn't max there. I don't waste their ability on it. You know, I could work on doing these two villagers. Trying to think. Let me bring up my. In order to make toolsmith, I need a smithing table. Let's do that one first. Smithing table, I don't think I have. It is just 4 plank, 2 iron. It is well worth the cost of 2 iron because if I take you, give you a smithing table, let's see, look again. There is a coal to emerald trade, doesn't matter. I want to unlock the iron to emerald trade. I guess I kind of want the coal too first. Let's get him to have that. Maybe it doesn't show up until after we trade with him? There it is. Do I have any coal? At 57. Yeah, I should have. So I can get that. Let's get another trapdoor. Do the same on the side. I should act. I can stand here. Sure. Don't worry, zombies. I haven't forgotten about you. Well, 30. Efficiency 3, I'll take it. It's better than nothing. Yeah, breaking is what I really wanted. You're an apprentice now, which means I can sell you iron. I don't have a lot of iron, but about to build an iron farm. Yeah. I'd like to get you up to. It'll take forever if I do it like. And then bring chart up again. I also would like to get an armor, means blast for Let's work on that. So I need to grab some cobblestone. Pull you out. And so the armor will be the same thing. I'll either get emerald to iron armor trades or cold emeralds. Almost at level 30 again. We can get another chance off. So I think I'll do another double. Rotten flesh. Right there. Furnace. Which chest did I have to I need iron. Craft. Right in front of you. Goes the blast. Makes you an armor. Means I can do. Can't take a lot of emerald. But I'll probably have to go get some coal. Maybe we'll go mine on the iron level for a little while. Oh, we're already at level 30. Have the lapis. Efficiency 4, soak touch. Let's disenchant this level 3 one, see if we can't get a 4. I wonder if the chicken will stay there long enough to give me some eggs. Leave it there for a little bit. Since I have this here, I might as well use it. Oh no, I don't want to use the coal. Sure. Rabbit's foot? I have to go kill some rabbits. I have to catch a cop. Emerald. Make copper actually useful. I'm not even sure if a chicken that spawned from a chicken jockey will give um, eggs at all. Not even sure. Cool. 4 emeralds for ender pearls. We can get ender pearls now. I can get glowstone. Getting there. I can get Unbreaking 2 iron pickaxes. I can get diamond hose. Great. I'll trade for one of them. Say I did. I built a zombie spawner. I'm getting XP. Working on village trading. And I am human. Nice to meet you. I haven't set up any Fletchers yet. I'm going to be building a villager breeder soon. So far, with the villagers, I just did a cleric, get rid of the rotten flesh. I have a villager that's selling me fortune books, one that's selling me mending books, one that I am working towards getting diamond tools from, and one that I'll be working to getting diamond armor from. And then I have 4 or 5 of them put in a room up in the village above me, which I'm going to be using to set up a iron farm / villager breeder. Just hoping to get one more efficiency 4 diamond shovel so that I could mine it there, but not any luck yet. I will be doing a Fletcher so that I can get like a stick to emerald trade at some point. None yet. I haven't converted any of them into zombie villagers because I don't have the blaze rods to do the brewing to make the weakness potions to cure them yet. Eventually, I will set that up. I've been to the Nether, but only briefly to grab soul sand to make the water elevator for this. I haven't explored it at all. My Nether portal brings me out right into the middle of a soul sand valley, which I guess isn't the worst, but it's not the best either. I'm playing a little more safely than I normally would because the last two hardcore attempts I did ended badly with creepers. So I am being a little more cautious and making sure I have some good enchants before I go to anything too dangerous. Creepers have player switches. Yeah. Honestly, the first two playthroughs I did streaming hardcore, they were completely avoidable deaths. I just saw a creeper, and the first time I kind of ignored him. I was like, oh, he's far away. He's not going to get me. And I was cutting down trees, and then all of a sudden there's a creeper behind me. The second time I saw him underneath, I had an area that was like spawn proof, and then I saw a creeper, and I was like, I better go take care of him before he comes to get me. And then I went down to where I saw where he was, and I guess he had circled around a pillar that I didn't see. And right as I was leaving the little cave area where he wasn't, I was like, oh crap, he's somewhere and I don't know where. He exploded. And so that's why I started this one, and the seed for this world is Houdini Creepers. Houdini Creeper. Because that's what they do. Almost level 30. I get a efficiency 4 shovel chant. And then I can go do some more digging. What's nearby? Counting these? Must be. I keep forgetting it's different behind like I keep going I switch back and forth from Java to Bedrock. And on Bedrock, if the bed says there's a monster nearby, that means it's within 8 blocks. And I was like, I don't think there's any caves in here. And then I realized one Java. Okay. I think if I pull out the stuff I was cooking, push me up to level 30. Sure did. Let's do this one. Come on, give me efficiency 4. Sweet. I can combine this one and this one. Now I have an efficiency 5 shovel. There's silk on it, but that's okay. Has some good uses. I would like to do a little trading to get a mending book at some point. I guess I have some paper. That's probably mostly all upstairs. So let's clean up our inventory. Head up there. Go there. I'm gonna grab all these stone shovels that I traded for, and I'm just gonna use them up. Why not? Even though I just spent, 30 minutes making a diamond shovel. This diamond hoe was just fun trading for it. They'll probably be on as soon as I leave, but maybe they'll give me some while they sit there. Fishing is a good idea. I should do some fishing. In fact, let's make a fishing rod. I have just enough string left to make one. And then hopefully I get lucky enough to get a... I need one more stick. I guess I only need 2 string. I was thinking though. And hopefully when I fish I'll get lucky enough to get another fishing rod with mending on it. We'll go plant some saplings. And while we're up there, let them grow and doing some digging. We'll do some. I have a bow, but I only have 2 arrows so far. Eventually, I'll make a mob farm to get a bunch of arrows, or I will enchant a bow to get infinity. So I just have this little village up here. In here, see if I can see him. Hi guys. That's all my villagers that I trapped to make my iron farm here, actually. Clearing out an area over here to build one. Yeah, that was literally why I did it. I put a little bunker where I can look around and see, and then I flattened out some area, and I went around and blew it up as much as I could. I actually have mini HUD on, so I can see the light level on the ground. And it's pretty far out before there's any dark spots. Because I do not want to get Houdini creepered again. Last world I died on day 120. So I want to make it at least to day 240. I feel like if I keep doubling up how long I live, at least, eventually I'll get really good. Doubtful, but possible. Yeah, I mean, my big concern was, even though it's daytime, if it was dark up here, something spawned and is hiding underneath something. And like earlier, I had trees up here and there was a skeleton hiding behind it, so I had to take him out. Which isn't hard, but like, it's also really easy for me to not be paying attention and have a creeper pop up on me. So, slowly expanding my safe zone. And then eventually, I will feel so safe that I get exploded because I'm not paying attention. I've played like other hardcore worlds back in the past where I was just playing for myself, and I made it a lot farther than that. But oh, hey Napster, it's nice to see you. Thanks for popping in. I've made it farther, but it was, when you're playing just for yourself, I spent hours underground just standing at a spawner I had built to get my enchants up to, have full diamond armor with good protection on it. In this world, I'm streaming every minute of it, so I could do that. Would anybody want to watch that? No. Would I really want to make that video? No. So it's boring enough doing it by yourself, much less with people watching you. You would watch that? Trying to find a nice balance between doing grindy stuff and, just doing the stuff, like the stuff I need to be safe and also trying to be entertaining. Because that's what I'm here for. Trying to have fun with it. Yeah, that is. I think I'm gonna dig up a little bit here and then I'll go over and fish for a while. Because I always forget about fishing. I think it's because back when I played on, guess what was it? Probably 112, when they first did, the AFK fishing farms, I kind of fished myself out. And now that they have made it so that it's not so OP, I should get back into doing it, but... I'm glad they changed that too, though, because back in those days, I would start a server, and then everybody would spend 24 hours at a little AFK fish farm and not even play, and then all of a sudden be OP. And it's like, okay, well, that was no fun. Because this early game stuff is kind of what is part of what makes the game fun. Okay, that's enough digging for now. Let's go put some grass, some of this stuff away. Efficient. This efficiency 5 is almost too efficient. It's a little too much. Light this up. Just kind of just been doing like another circle around. It's a little farther out every time I stop digging, and I make it a little wider, safe area. That should be plenty. Check. Let's do a little bit more over here. We'll light up until it gets to dark time. Sleep. The record for Protection 4 and Breaking 3 and Mending Netherite Full is day 24-27. Yeah. That could be fun sometime, doing a world where I try to see how fast I could hit that. It's probably going to change a lot when the 120 comes out, because it's going to take a little longer to get the upgrade. You need to do the netherite. Sleep time. I don't know if I would say fishing is exciting. I don't know. I haven't played. I haven't played any of the snapshots yet. I've heard a lot of people saying they're not too excited about it, but I think it'll be all right. I'm not too excited about Sniffer specifically. I think that's just a silly thing. Yeah, I gotcha. We'll see. Fishy business. Push. Go. Pick it. Just because it needs a little bit of repair. You know what? I'm gonna do. You would. Oh, I have a tree. Let's cut down a tree. What TV shows in general, or I also agree the archaeology seems strange. Some of the up ads, some of the things they've added seem strange, and then later on they turn out to be pretty cool. I'm gonna put. I just feel like if I'm fishing down there and I'm not paying attention, it's gonna get to be nighttime, and then something's gonna spawn behind me and come up behind me. I'm gonna fish from the roof of my bunker. Oh, I don't know. I mean, I'm a big fan of like fantasy, science fiction kind of stuff. My big thing right now is hoping that they bring back Sandman for season 2 soon. Though I last I read, they're not gonna do. They haven't started shooting the second season. But I'm a fan of anything that keeps my attention. Yeah, I should do that. That's a good idea. You know what I should do, just to make it look a little nicer? Let's put it this. Actually, let's put it on this side. We'll do. Like, why can't I scroll to my pick? Put it like that. And then you make crap. Now I'm doubly safe because nothing's going to spawn inside that room. But even if I leave the door open and accidentally go in there, they ain't coming up. Ain't nothing getting pushed up that ladder. I have. Is it Passengers the one with Chris Pratt and Jennifer Lawrence, right? It's the one with the people that wake up on the spaceship and they're the only ones there. Yeah, that's the one you're talking about. I've seen that. I like it. My most recent thing I've been watching is I've been rewatching through the whole Breaking Bad series. I rewatched that series. I watched the El Camino movie that came after it, and I'm rewatching Better Call Saul. Thanks for the follow. I watched it when it was on. I actually really enjoy that. I think it was a great way to wrap some things up. But I watched it when it came out, and then I just rewatched it again. Honestly, of all of them, I think Breaking Bad was awesome first time I watched it. Rewatching it, I feel like a lot of it was taken away because it was all about the shock factor of what happened. And so it was still entertaining, but it wasn't as good. Better Call Saul, rewatching that, I enjoyed a lot more. There was a lot more little things going on that I missed. But El Camino, I think, was great. It's because the ending of Breaking Bad left a few things hanging, and I know they did that intentionally because they intended to make El Camino. But El Camino was a great way to wrap it up. Oops, too early. We got a Janet fishing rod soon. Yeah, I think that that's true sometimes for sure, especially with that show. It took a little bit to get into it, but I mean, if you stick around, great show. I just feel like a lot of shows leave a lot of loose ends, and then that one did not, which is cool. I think that's the worst when like you've been invested in something for a long time, and then in the end, you don't really finish it. Is why I'm usually several years behind on shows because I won't watch them until they've been out for a while. Story's going somewhere. I did watch that. I liked it. It was different. I also found that it was something that pulled my attention too much. A lot of times, if I'm watching a show, it's while I'm working on doing the grindy parts of making a YouTube video or something, and so I end up not getting stuff done. Or I work from home a few days a week, and so when I'm doing the more boring tasks, I'll have something playing in the background, and if it's too interesting, then I end up not getting my work done. But that was a show I enjoyed sitting down and actually just watching the whole thing. On to sleep. I manage a restaurant, and then I also do like the HR and stuff for a restaurant. It's a living. It's also why I've been not able to upload videos as often as I would have liked or used to, because work has gotten busier and busier. It's like a kind of in the middle. We have we are a small business, but we have four restaurants in the chain. So I manage one of them. Like I have a general manager there, but I also am the manager there, so I do a lot of the day to day there. But then I oversee all four of them as well, with doing payroll and that kind of stuff. So that takes a lot of my time. Oh, my inventory is full again. I don't want to give out the name. That would tell people where I am. No worries. Just can't be too careful this day and age. There's some interesting people out there. I have to figure out how to set up the emojis on YouTube if I can do custom emojis. Because I have them on Twitch. I have just a few that I've made, or I had somebody make. And I don't know how to set them up on YouTube yet, but I just recently I started doing multi-streaming on both platforms, so it's still new to me. I don't intend to do streaming too often just because of just time constraints, but recently I've just gotten back into doing hardcore and I really loving it. So this week I streamed a lot more than I normally will. I plan on doing it like once or twice a week when I can fit it in. And then YouTube videos 2 to 3 times a week. That's about all I can manage without going insane. I did really enjoy doing it where I did a video every day for a while, but it's just not going to work out doing that for now. Too much. Don't want to burn myself out. Okay, more stuff. I mean, I think that was one of the things that was the best about the entire show. Is that's the only show I've ever seen where they truly had a character really progress throughout the show. Like most shows, a character will change a little bit based on the things that happen to them, but their like core beliefs and everything stay the same. And from the beginning of Breaking Bad to the end, every stage, Walter got a little more. He went from being Walter to being Heisenberg a little bit more, and a little bit more, a little bit more, until at the end, Walter was gone. And I really thought that was awesome. Like, never seen a show do that before. Wow, it's 1:30 in the morning already. I want to keep playing because I'm really enjoying it. But I also can't be up all night tonight. Probably go till 2 o'clock. That's another 40 minutes. When watching Felina, I don't know who you mean. Is that Jane? Is that the actress who played Jane? In the last episode. I felt like at the very end, he came back and they kind of did a little bit of redemption on him, but like, not really. And I almost felt like they were trying to do that because they had kind of glamorized, being a bad guy. And so they were pulling back a little bit. I almost would have liked it if he went real hardcore at the end and just became like Tuco or somebody. Like real nuts. But I think they did pretty good. I think my favorite part was the part where he watched Jane overdose. Like, that really changed things from, who he was. That was a line that I don't think his character would have crossed in the first half of the show. And then after that, it was, he had crossed the line, and then it was a slippery slope where he just slipped farther and farther. My goal is to clear out over here a little bit. I'm going to pull those villagers out to make an iron farm the next time I play. That's funny. I know when it first aired, there was all kinds of people with different theories about how he wasn't really, he hadn't really died or whatever. And it's like, I think that if they did something like that, it would really ruin the entire end of the show. I mean, they did kind of leave it open that, like, he was dying, but, like, maybe they came in time to save him and stuff. But I don't see what the point of that would have been. Let's go to sleep. I cut down these trees and I'll do a little more fishing. Yeah, that's true too. But that was kind of open ended too. He said his cancer was back, and they showed that some, but they had done that before. And Walter wasn't exactly the most truthful person by the end of the show. And I do feel like a little bit of the final season was changed because they did it like a shorter season. And I think that's because they wanted they were getting to the point where they wanted to wrap things up where they were sure that they were going to be able to wrap it up completely. Like, I think Vince Gilligan really didn't want to leave anything open-ended. And I think that part of that is what motivated him to do El Camino, and then also to do Better Call Saul, to tie up some other storyline. And I think that's really unique in the fact that even though it's a prequel, it's really tying stuff up. It's showing you like the motivation for some of the things that happened later on, and that's pretty cool. It's a unique thing in storytelling. Yeah, I mean, I feel like Walter Jr. was still kind of on the fence about it, even up to the end when he knew most of the things, until Walter attacked Skylar. Well, really, I don't think he really attacked her, but that's how Walter Jr. saw it. And once he saw his mom in danger, it completely changed his life. Also, I feel like Walter Jr. had a relationship with Hank that was better than the one with Walter. So once he found out that Walter was responsible for Hank dying, I think that was the end. He was like, I don't know who you are. I think that Hank and Walter Jr. had more of a father-son relationship than Walter Jr. did. And I mean, honestly, I think that despite some of Hank's flaws, he was a much better person than Walter ever was. As much as Walter seemed to do a lot of the stuff that he was doing for his family, or at least that's what he said, I think it was more about his pride. You know, he felt like he had been jaded by his colleagues with gray matter, and he wanted to be in control. Because when it came down to it, it wasn't about the money. It wasn't about making his family safe. It was he wanted to be in control of everything. You know, his relationship with Jesse was all about control. I think that that's true in the sense that like he felt like people weren't telling him what was going on, but up until that point, he had, him and Hank had gotten along better, and then he was upset because he felt like people were lying to him about his father. But I think that once he realized who his father really was, it changed everything. But I don't know. They didn't go into it as much as I would have liked. I do feel like his reaction was a little over the top. I also really didn't like Skylar, so I didn't find that as great motivation for him defending her, because I feel like she was very sanctimonious throughout the whole thing. I think those statements are true. I think it was done as a point that was to make a point, but I think it's also very realistic given the circumstance. Especially because, assuming that Walt had died, they lost their chance to catch him. They really wanted to put cuffs on the guy, not throw him throw him in the corner. And so Jesse was the last chance they had to really get any justice out of the whole thing. They. Yeah, I mean, I agree with that, but I think it was more like they had been responsible for the death of 2 DEA agents, and cops are definitely the kind where they're like, if you kill one of our own, they'd really go after you hard. So I think that's the kind of situation where you wouldn't be able to stop cops from going out there. Oh, yeah, I want to replant the trees, but I'm distracted. This is here to remind me that there's a water cave underneath me. I want to explore when when I have enough and chance to be able to swim in there. In case you were wondering. Yeah, I don't honestly though, all the people that he killed up until the point where he killed, well, I mean, he didn't even kill him, but where he was responsible for the death of Hank and Steve. I think that there were people that were, quote unquote, on the wrong side of the law, and I don't think that they would have had the same effect on people trying to catch him as when he took down Steve and Hank. And honestly, they had no idea that that Hank hadn't been the one to, or no, sorry, that Walt hadn't been the one who killed him. We knew that watching because we knew that it had been Jack, but the cops never knew that. They still thought Walter had taken Hank and Steve out in the desert, buried him somewhere after he killed them. Honestly, even at the very end, I don't know that they ever knew that. Because once Jack and his crew died and Walt died, how would they ever find out the truth? I mean, Skylar could tell them what she knew, but she didn't know much. Okay, stuff's replanted. Let's go for a bit. Kind of want to do... fences. Also cool. Yeah, I mean, she can show them, lead them to the bodies, but there's nothing about the bodies to tell them what happened to those bodies. The fact that Jack and his crew are the ones who killed him is information that kind of died with Walt and Jack. I mean, you could argue that maybe Walt had told Skylar what happened so that she knew it wasn't him who killed him, but like, even if he did, would she tell anybody and if she did, would they listen? Yeah. I don't know. I think that might have been on purpose too, to kind of show some like big change in time, because he had gone away and gone down to Texas and stuff. But I kind of remember feeling the same way. I really like the scene where he got the lawyer in the bank when they figured out about the safe deposit drops. And the guy turns around and the cops are there, and he's just, or Steve's there with all the cops, and he's just like, "Hey, what's up?" He just has a big old grin on his face. He got his man, kind of thing. That looks a little better. You thought he died there? You mean Steve Gomez? I don't know what you mean. He died. He died. Well, out in the desert. Jack shot him before he shot Hank. Oh, you thought he died in El Paso? Yeah, I agree. I just remember seeing it and almost thought maybe it was they got a new actor that different, but I think he just changed. There was 6 or 7 years in between the total shooting of the film. He was one of those characters that were in the show. He was one of those characters that wasn't there all the time. Oh, all right. Thanks for chatting. It was fun. I'm probably going to finish up fishing and go to bed here myself in a minute. Almost two. Bye. Thanks for that. Thanks for subscribing. Been a pretty good stream. Got a lot done. I do have to call it very, very soon. I was hoping to at least catch a enchanted rod before I stop. Mostly just fish. I mean, that is how it goes when you're using just a regular fishing rod. Hoping to at least get another fishing rod so I don't have to kill any spiders to get string to make a new one. I think I have enough string to do it. I'm going to take a quick break and then I will wrap up things up in a minute. All right. Give it a little more time with the fishing rod, see what I can get. Next time I do a stream, my plan is to finish clearing out this area up above Zombie Farm and dig out. Oh, a saddle. That's pretty cool. Clear out the area where I want to build the iron farm and villager breeder so I can get some more villagers and start getting into things like fletchers and farmers and set up some automated farms to get more emeralds. And then we'll probably move on to a raid farm at some point. Plan on doing lots of farms because that's what I enjoy doing. Cat has come to tell me that it's time for bed. Say hi to the stream. Say hi to the stream, Max. Still no rod. I like the idea for fishing. I didn't think of it, but also I like to have something to kind of ease out of the stream and ease back into it when I come back, so I can finish up the fishing here just to do a little chill till the end, and then next time I can start with doing some fishing, tree chopping before I get into doing tent. Kind of like a warm up. That way I'm prepared when the Houdini creepers show up. I think later this week I'm also going to work on doing like a highlight video of some of the clips from the hardcore, just to make a video to put up so that we can try to get some more people coming to watch, get the word out there. If I do that though, I'm going to have to definitely pick a time, make it my regular streaming time, which should be a good thing. It's just very hard with my schedule. Nothing but fish. It's 10 till 1. We'll fish 10 more items and then I'm calling it a night. 9 to go. 8 to go. I think I'm going to do a little night fishing. See how well the spawn proofing around the area is. It's a little risky, but I think I have enough light around that mobs should only spawn far off. See a skeleton across the water. Nothing can get up here except a spider. So I'll just keep an eye out for that. I'm getting too nervous about the nighttime. I'm sleeping. Chicken. Doesn't look like anything spawned too close, though. Which is good. I'm just worried about something spawning up on the hill, coming down, getting underneath the trees or something, and then taking me out. Don't want to die on day 57. Yeah, see, that skeleton was working his way over here. I saw him. Oh, cool. Sleeping made it raining. Means our fishing will be improved. 6 to go. Five more. Oh, is it a thunderstorm? Great. Great, great, great. Look at all those skeletons over there. Ah, 4 to go. I'm sleeping again. Even though it's raining, I don't want to have the thunderstorm messing up. Shortest day in Minecraft ever. Matter of fact, I'm going to let those skeletons over there all burn. You know, I'm not going to risk going over to stuff. My luck, there'll be a skeleton in the water. He'll shoot, and I'll get murderalized. 3 to go. Two more. Ah. Yay! Well, at least it has mending. One more to go. Do one more since I probably miscounted. Glad we got a fishing rod. That makes me happy. Now we have. It doesn't have lore or luck of the sea, but at least we have a mending one. That means we don't have to waste string on making a new one. Oh, and we got an enchanted bow with mending on it too. Though honestly, I'd rather get an infinity one right now because arrows are a problem. We're gonna make. Oh, I already had this one. We're gonna make a barrel. I did not mean to do that. We're gonna put the barrel right up here. This is gonna be our fishing supply. Put all of our fish in here. And we'll put our fishing poles. Go down and get that lily pad that I accidentally threw down into the nothing. I want to see if I can't get lucky and find. I was about to say get lucky and find some diamonds. Oh my god, look at that. That's 8, 9, a 9 spot of diamonds. That's crazy. That's a way to end the stream. That one diamond section, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And that gave me enough. Now I'll be able to make a full set of diamond armor to enchant next time. That's crazy. What a way to end things. Alright, well, let's leave on a high note. I'll go up and park ourselves in the base. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Like I said earlier in the stream, I'm going to try to do at least 1 to 2 streams a week. Right now, I'm really excited about hardcore, so I've been streaming more often. But I'm going to try to do 1 to 2 streams a week, and then do 2 to 3 videos a week for the time being, and stick to that. Hopefully, my work schedule will ease up a little in the future, and I can do even more, but we will see. But for now, I'd rather focus on making sure I have good content rather than a lot of content. So, hope you enjoyed it. We will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.